And we are live. Welcome into the Arena Productions Live for Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley, of Burleyman Gaming. Burley, we're going to be talking about the Game Awards tonight.
Yep.
Or this morning for all of you out there in the West. So yeah, we got the announcements today for the nominees. So we're going to run through some of them. We're not going to go through every single one of them. We're going to save that for the podcast this coming Saturday because we're going to do like our predictions. So we're not going to give predictions in this episode here of the live show, but the predictions that we do are going to be for the regular weekly podcast on Saturday. So and we'll be talking about more of the categories. We're going to kind of focus on maybe 5 or 6 of the big main categories just to give our reactions to them in this episode. So how you doing, Burley?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you, Expat?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. My back's feeling better today. So better little by little each day. So
I'm glad to hear, man.
Yeah, but I was a little bit enraged today about some of this stuff, and we're going to get to it. So, I mean, it's like this every year. I mean, it's like the anticipation for these nominees build up, and then it's just, you know, I mean, we'll get to it, but anyway, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So our reactions to the nominees. I'll let you start, Burley, because I mean, the indie category was something that was particularly special for you, you know, coming in this year because you were a funder of one of these games that made the nomination. So let me go ahead and get to it here. So the best indie category, best independent game.
Yeah.
So we got Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars. That's the one you crowdfunded.
Yep.
And Viewfinder. So, yeah, I'm not going to give a prediction. We're not going to give predictions on this episode. But I would still have to say Sea of Stars would most likely be the front runner here in this category. Your thoughts?
I agree with you. I am biased because I did kickstart the game, as you said.
Yeah.
But this year there were a lot of great indies. Like I have not played Cocoon or Dave the Diver, but I've heard nothing but great things. I just haven't had a chance to get to them.
Yeah. Well, with Cocoon especially, Cocoon is in the new, like it's like a new indie, you know, like first time indie game category as well. I think that might win there, but I mean, I was interested to see it also in the best independent game. So But yeah, Sea of Stars. I mean, there's some people talking about Dave the Diver, though. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, so. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to action game. Best action game. So Armor Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, Dead Island 2, man. Okay. Ghost Runner 2. Now this pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
How long has Ghost Runner 2 been out? 2 weeks?
A little more than that. Let me just see.
It's been less than a month.
Yeah, it came out October 26th.
Yeah. Why is it in a game like in any kind of game of the year like category? I mean, it's like the game just came out.
Could be that just that good and strong. I know you're going to get that way with a few others as we get down this list, but
go ahead.
I was going to say, just because it came out close to when they made their nomination doesn't mean that the game is still not good and deserves to be there.
I don't think it deserves to be there because it hasn't been out for a year. And this is just my personal opinion. I don't think any game, I mean, the Game Awards should not be in December anyway. It should be early in
January?
No. I would say maybe March. And then you would have a full year slate. Game. Okay, you could put Ghost Runner 2 in, but at least it's been out for a couple of months at least. I mean, a game that's been out for like 2 or 3 weeks, that's freaking, that's stupid.
I would rather see the awards into next year, so that way you have. I agree, it gives every game, so if it falls in December, it has a chance and stuff like that.
It should be games that have been out for like a full calendar year, I think.
Well, yeah.
So I mean that's and they talk about the voters are like over 120 global media outlets. That's what really angers me. I mean, it should be the people that vote. Mm-hmm. So have the awards in March. From January to the beginning of March, you have voting. Because it's like games that came out between January and December of that calendar year. And then you have gamers vote on it, and they can only have one vote. Right? And so you got like 8 weeks or so to consider what you want to vote on, and then in March you have the Game Awards. Whereas this format now is just fucking ridiculous. Excuse my language, but I mean, you have a game that came out 2 or 3 weeks ago, and these media outlets are throwing it up there for Game of the Year already. And we're going to get to the other games as well. But Ghost Runner 2 should not be nominated. It hasn't been out long enough. Anyway, Hi-Fi Rush and Remnant 2 in this category. Action game. What do you think of these games on here, Burley?
Overall, the nominees seem pretty fair. I understand why pretty much all of them are here. Dead Island 2 a little surprised me being in here, but all makes sense.
Okay, next up, best game direction. Alan Wake 2, a game that's been out for less than a month. Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, if you're going to go by that logic, less than a month, Mario and Spider-Man have been less than a month. They came out October 20th. But I can tell you from playing both those games, Mario Wonder and Spider-Man 2. Well, maybe not Mario Wonder per se, because game direction is kind of hard, but they're both great games in up there within the top of their fields. So I know you're not happy with that they haven't been out that long, but they're up there. It makes sense to me. Yeah, all these. I haven't played Alan Wake 2 yet. I'm hoping to start soon, but all these do make sense to me that they're nominated up there.
Okay.
For this category.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So, most anticipated game. So this is interesting. So, yeah. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Hades 2. That's interesting. Yeah, Hades 2 got in there. Yeah, that's a great. The Hades is such a great game. Yeah, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. So Yakuza 8, basically. Star Wars Outlaws and Tekken 8. What do you think of this list? I mean, obviously, you know, you got all the fanboys and girls out there for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. You know, that's a given. Hades 2 was a surprise. But because I didn't even know that it was coming next year. So that's interesting. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Yeah, another, you know, if you're a big Yakuza fan, yeah, you'd be anticipating that for sure. Star Wars Outlaws. Those that, you know, love the Star Wars games that played, you know, like Jedi Survivor and are, you know, looking for more Star Wars. And then Tekken, you know, the Tekken series is big as well. So your thoughts?
Yeah, actually, Tekken 8 surprised me being on this list. I'll be honest. Like, oh, because I knew Tekken 7 was not well received when it first came out. So it was like, really? People are excited for Tekken 8? I thought they'd be more, let's see how this comes out. Hades 2 doesn't surprise me other than the fact, like you said, oh, I guess it's coming next year.
Right.
Hades 1 was so big and popular, so it doesn't surprise me that it is one of the most anticipated. But other than Tekken 8, they all make sense. Yeah. All games people are really clamoring and waiting for, and every time a trailer releases for any of them, they get the views, get the clicks. Everyone's talking about them.
Yeah. All right. Best RPG, Burley. As you were saying, RPGs, they were stacked this year. Yeah. You know, but what surprised me, Lies of P is in this list.
Yeah.
You know, Final Fantasy 16, go figure. You know, Baldur's Gate 3, that's a given. Obviously, we talked about yesterday the Golden Joystick Awards winner for Ultimate Game of the Year. And it's that and Alan Wake 2 are the most nominated games on the lists. Sea of Stars, Burley, made Best RPG as well. So, and Starfield. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what can I say? I mean, I'm just surprised with Liza P being in here, but
yeah, Liza P but kind of makes sense if you're going to put Starfield in here. You're going to put Liza P because the whole Souls thing, because the whole RPG mechanics of where every time you level up, where are you putting your points, leveling your gear, and all this and that.
Okay. Yeah.
So it makes sense. Yeah, there were a lot of great RPGs this year. This category was stacked.
Oh yeah.
So
crazy stacked.
It does not surprise me.
Yeah.
I think this one's hard to judge, but I have my ideas of who will win, but we'll save that for the weekend.
Right. I'm surprised there's only five games on the list though. I thought it would be a bigger list, but
as you notice, some of the others are only pulling like 5 to 6.
Right.
So that just seems to be their format style.
Yeah, these media outlets, I was going to say, these media outlets are probably picking these particular games. So, yeah. All right, let's get to the last one here. So, obviously, Game of the Year. I'm really surprised Starfield is not on this list. And there's a lot of people out there that are pissed off right now. I think Starfield should be on this list. I mean, it's one of the biggest games of the year, and it should be on this list. Alan Wake 2. I'm going back to my previous argument. I mean, it hasn't been out long enough. I mean, it's just it's the media outlets that are doing this, you know. And to have 2 Nintendo games on this list. You know, Mario Brothers Wonder, like you said, it's only been out for like a month. You know, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, yeah, I can understand that one. It's been out most of the year. Marvel Spider-Man, been out for a month and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Resident Evil 4 should not fucking be on this list at all. It's not even a 2023 game. I mean, this shows to me that you've got a lot of PlayStation and Nintendo centric media outlets out there that are throwing these up there. And it's, I just think Starfield was snubbed for sure on this category. It should be at least nominated for Game of the Year. Your thoughts?
Okay. Yeah. So, well, you didn't mention Baldur's Gate 3, but that one, I think we can all, for the few hours I have put into this game, it definitely deserves to be up there. There's reasons why it's up there. Alan Wake 2, I haven't played, so I can't say too much, but everything I've heard, it is a great, great game. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man 2, I'm at the end of the game, and I can tell you, I know it hasn't been out long, and you don't like that way, but it is a damn, this is a damn fine game, and I understand why it's on there. Resident Evil 4, I agree with you, shouldn't be on this list. It is a remake of the, 2004, 2005 game. Exactly. I agree with you there. Resident Evil 4 up there doesn't make sense to me. Now, Super Mario Brothers Wonder did surprise me at coming up. Mm-hmm. But as I said in the extra take, go watch the extra take to fully get my context here. This was just a great, great game. This may be the best 2D Mario I've ever played. And what they did with the gameplay and all the innovations they did, and every level feels unique. You're not this level 3 in World 1 is the same as level 5 in World 1. Mm-hmm. They're all unique. And all the different mechanics they add in. Yeah. So I'm surprised it got up there, but not at the same time. After playing it and put as much time as I have into it, makes sense to me. Tears of the Kingdom, we all knew that game was coming in there. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. And playing through it as I have, it is a damn fine game. Improved on a lot of stuff from Breath of the Wild, so it made sense. I get where you're coming from, that it seems to be more PlayStation and Nintendo centric. Yeah, I get that. Resident Evil 4, yeah, I think should have been scrapped. You definitely put Starfield should have been up there. Yeah. It just surprised me with Mario Wonder. I didn't think Mario Wonder was going to be up there. Mm-hmm. I'm a little biased. I would have loved to see Sea of Stars up there because of just how much it did, especially for an indie title that came out and that was kickstarted. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Well, I'd like to hear your thoughts on why you think they didn't put Starfield in this Game of the Year category.
That I can only speculate at this point. Yeah, because I don't know the people exactly that put who decided what games go where. Mm-hmm. I can only speculate that they had some issues with Starfield, and it just did not gravitate towards them. Whether it be that it wasn't the style of game, the story didn't pull them, or whatever.
Wasn't their style of game. Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to be as nice about it as I can and think, but because I don't know the people that made this list, I can only speculate and just throw reasons until they stick whatever sticks on a wall. Yeah. Yeah, most of these games on here, I agree with. Resident Evil 4, I agree with you 100%. Right. It is. Don't get me wrong. I have played it. And RE4 Remake is a good game, but it's a remake. Not. Yeah. They do change and add some stuff, but they remove some stuff and change other stuff. In my thing, it was a remake that didn't need to be made. It was a game that didn't need to be made, but Capcom only did it because Resident Evil has been going up, and the RE2 and 3 remakes sold so well. Right. So it was okay, we release this, we print money. Yeah.
I mean, and they heavily marketed the VR mode on this game as well. I mean, on Resident Evil 4. And I think in the VR category, actually, Resident Evil Village VR mode is actually in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man 2, great game, and it should be, you know, a Game of the Year candidate for 2023. You know, it's just that I'm just going to say this, that I feel that the media outlets should not be given the choice of what games make these nominations.
Okay.
I think that the people who play the game should be the ones that vote and make the decisions of what games go into what particular categories. So like 2 tiers of voting. Like one tier, you have the first tier that's, you know, like several months before, you know, where you get the nominees, and then after that, once the nominees are set, then there's another vote. Okay, which is going to be your Game of the Year, which is going to be the best RPG, which is going to be the best action game, so forth. I think the people should be it should be the people's choice, and people, yeah, of course people get to vote on this, but it's the media outlets that are the ones that are making the decisions on the you know, the nominees and the categories, and I just don't think that's right. I think the people should be the ones, the people that play the game.
Yeah, I'd rather see gamers do that than media people.
Yeah,
and the outlets, I agree with you there.
Yeah,
but it's just like, how would we do that kind of system? Because not everyone that plays these games are going to be the ones that are going to go to these websites and vote. So like I agree with you. I'd rather see people, we as gamers, be doing the ones of, no, this goes here, we vote, and you have to get X amount of votes for a game to be considered Game of the Year and all that.
Yeah, but I think most passionate gamers would do that, though. They would go to websites and they would vote. You know,
yes and no.
No, really? Why?
I'm saying
why
yes and no. Yes, there are people that I know that are passionate. They're never gonna go. They're gonna go, oh, I gotta log into this site, because all these sites are gonna do is you're gonna have to log in with something, like with your Google account, your Twitter, Twitch, or whatever. And people are like, I don't want to go through this hassle. I don't want to do it, because if you don't do something like that, you're just gonna get people trolling and just voting through. Because you would have a section of the community that would just be pushing, let's say Gollum, for example, which we all know is a bad game, be pushing that up, just giving it votes, just to get it through.
Yeah. Well, there's got to be some other system that you don't have to like log into something and be trolled or something like that. You know, I mean, yeah, but I just think it should be fully the people's choice for what games are nominated and then what games win. You know, so I mean, because the way things are going right now, it's very, very, you know, biased when it comes to these games that are being nominated, I think. So particularly in the Game Awards, and of course Jeff Keighley, you know, he tweeted and stuff. Oh, I'm not the one who makes the decisions. We have like globally 120 plus, you know, media outlets that make the decisions, and I just, you know, have the opportunity to go on stage and announce the winners and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah,
no, he likes the glitz and glam and the fame of it all.
Of course,
that's all he cares. Nah.
Right.
And he likes having the show.
Right.
Yeah.
He's the creator, so yeah, of course. Yeah. So, but but ultimately, I mean, it's I mean, there's just some categories that just you're scratching your head over. It's like, why? You know. So.
But unfortunately, that's the thing with every year. We're having, why is this game nominated, or why is this game in this category? Like it's always such a weird thing. Like, and look at the Golden Joystick Awards. We covered that yesterday.
Yep.
You had Resident Evil 4 be the PlayStation Game of the Year.
Yeah.
That
makes no sense. Makes no sense.
That was stupid. And you had games in the Xbox category that were multi-platform. It was like,
right.
No.
Right.
You shouldn't have that. Like, it's one thing if they're multi-platform, but let's say like they have this is a bad example. Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
It had exclusive content on PlayStation. It's not bad content. It's good content, but there's not much of it. I can at least give that a little bit better because it did have exclusive.
Yeah.
I that's one game here on this list. I know we'll go more into it, I'm sure, on Saturday when we do it.
Right.
Hogwarts Legacy got snubbed.
Oh, totally snubbed. Yeah, totally snubbed.
And which is sad to say. It was not the best game of this year. It was a great game. Great game.
Yeah.
In some categories, I agree it should have been nominated. I'd like to see it nominated for Game of the Year. I know it would never win, but it would be nice to see it nominated for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
But I think because the controversy of the creator, J.K. Rowling, creator of the Harry Potter mythos and all that.
Yeah, all the negative.
All the negative PR. And if you vote for this game for awards, you know she is going to just go fly off the handle on Twitter. She flies off the handle anyways, but it would just give her more flying off the handle. So I'm sure they were like, yeah, no, we can't nominate this game just as a...
Yeah. So, I just, I'm a little surprised that, I mean, I personally, I really think Starfield should be on this list. Starfield was like the ultimate snub, I think, but, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but, I think Starfield deserved to be in the Game of the Year list. I mean, yeah, it's in the best RPG, but yeah, I mean, it should have been in the Game of the Year consideration for sure. But that's just me. But because it's one of my favorite games of the year, so I loved playing it. And Spider-Man 2, of course. I mean, and like the studio, Insomniac, like you said, it's an amazing studio. So, yeah. But yeah, Baldur's Gate, I mean, seems to have all the momentum right now, though. I mean, it'll be interesting to see, coming out of the Golden Joystick Awards, winning it. And now it's got like 8 nominations, I think, here with Alan Wake 2. So
it'll win some. It'll win some here.
Oh, it's going to win some.
But how much it'll win and what it'll win, we'll have to wait and see.
Right. Yeah. But I'm a little surprised at how big Alan Wake is. Alan Wake 2 has been, seen as and has come across. I didn't think it was going to be that big, but there's a lot of positivity towards that game. So I'm excited to see how that does. But but just having 2 of these Mario games on here. I mean, I would have took Super Mario Brothers Wonder out, and I would put Starfield in there. I mean,
you could have easily took out Mario Wonder, threw Hogwarts there, take Resident Evil spot, put Starfield.
Yeah,
I think would have.
Yeah, that could have been.
Would have been a more balanced, better list.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
but like I will at least acknowledge Mario Wonder I can understand and respect it being nominated for Game of the Year. Resident Evil 4 is like, I can't on that.
Well, come on, Burley, it's a Mario game. That's why.
Well, it's not just a Mario game. Like, as a guy that has played this game, this is not that. It's not Nintendo being like, "Hey, we took the new Super Mario Bros. Line, we copied and pasted it like they were for years, and just throwing out a game every 3-4 years with that." They actually took time, they took effort, and it's like, no, I want to reward and support that because this is something I want Nintendo to do. Like, give me one of these games like every 6 to 8 years. These kind of Mario games where you put the quality like that, and it's like, great, you'll have my money.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of unfathomable to believe how they've milked Mario for over 30 plus years, and just have made so much money on that one IP. It's just, it's amazing, It's amazing. But and the same goes with Zelda too. I mean, it's the same. So, I mean, they keep getting better graphically, but keep getting better and better. But yeah, I mean, it's the same IP basically. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, we shall see, man. We're excited to give our predictions this coming Saturday. I was thinking, I was so pissed off. I was like thinking, man, I don't even care about making predictions now. But yeah, I'll make my predictions, and yeah, we're gonna do our podcast on Saturday, and it will be focused on the Game Awards categories and our predictions for the show. So, looking forward to bringing that to you. So yeah, so that is it for this episode. Burley, any last words?
Well, thank you to anyone that came watched us, either if you're watching here live or watching the video version up on YouTube afterwards. We thank you. Please don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. This all helps us out.
Yep, the like and subscribe and the notification bell for when we drop a new episode of the Arena Productions Live, as well as all of our other content here on the Arena Productions. And want to thank all of you on Twitch as well, so that are watching. So yeah, thank you all wherever you're watching, whatever platform. Thank you for all of your support. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to bringing you another edition of the Arena Productions Live tomorrow, our Wednesday edition. So the midweek edition. What kind of news is going to pop up in the world of gaming and entertainment? So yeah, probably maybe we'll focus on some entertainment related shows tomorrow, Burley. I mean, Marvel, some stuff about Kang. That's pretty interesting. It looks like Jonathan Majors might be out as the Kang dynasty, or the Kang, big bad for the next Avengers movies in the next 3 or 4 years. I mean, they might replace him and replace him with Doctor Doom. Yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, and now that the actor strike we're going to be getting over the next couple of days be telling us, hey, this show's still on track. We're going to keep this. We're going to keep that.
Right.
This and that. So we'll be getting that over the next couple of days.
Right.
It should be nice to know what shows are going to be sticking around, what projects.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah, well, we're for Marvel, I think the next project, we're definitely getting Echo in January. So, and what's interesting about Echo is it's dropping day one, the whole season. It's going to be like Netflix, and it's going to be simultaneously dropped on Disney Plus and Hulu, which is interesting because you know what that means, because Hulu is more adult-focused content. So that Echo is going to be on the lines of the Daredevil Netflix series when it comes to brutality and when it comes to, the graphic nature of it. So, yeah, it's going to be dropping on both. So that's interesting. So I'm looking forward. There's a lot of people that are like saying, "Oh, who cares about Echo?" I think she's an interesting character. I'm looking forward to watching it. So, that, and then of course Star Wars side of things, like we talked about yesterday, the Acolyte is coming, as well as Andor season 2. So House of the Dragon season 2, on the fantasy side of things. And then of course on Star Trek side, we get Prodigy is going to be debut. Season 1 is going to be thrown up on Netflix, I think on December 25th, on Christmas Day.
Nice.
So so a nice Christmas gift for all of us. So we can watch all of season 1, and then season 2 will be coming in 2024 to Netflix as well. So that, and then of course Discovery, the final season will be coming, as well as I'm sure Strange New Worlds will pop up sometime next year, as well as Lower Decks. So, and hopefully we'll get some news on the possible when it comes to Picard. Everybody was talking about this this new series with the Enterprise G crew or something like that. So maybe with Picard's son and Seven of Nine as captain and stuff like that. Star Trek Legacy, I think that was what they were trying to pin the series name as. Try to get some petition rolling to get that green lit. So yeah, we shall see. But Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. So, all right, that's going to do it for us. So we hope to catch you tomorrow for the Wednesday edition of the Arena Productions Live. So I've been your host, X-Battle, with my co-host, Burley of Burleyman Gaming. So take care, everyone, and have a great day of gaming and watching all your favorite content. So take care, everyone. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.